Is it in focus? Please be in focus. Woo! Okay, hi guys, so welcome back to my channel, and for those who are new here, I am Nina. I study at Singapore Polytechnic. I'm a design student doing diploma in visual communication and media design, and the first video that I uploaded was my sketchbook tour. So ever since then, like since last year, a lot of people have been asking me like, oh Nina, do you have tips for art? You're an O-level art student, so like how can I do well on my prep boards on my art end? So today I'm going to be showing you guys my 8 A2 prep boards from my O-level. So yeah, I hope to like help you guys do this and give you some insights for art and like some tips and tricks. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, so stay tuned. Woo! Okay, let's begin. So this is my first prep board, and yeah, I specialize in I'm an illustrator, so I specialize in pen work, and I do a lot of pen work because I really love it. My topic was actually structures, and I'll explain to you through this why I chose the topic. So basically, yep, this is my first prep board, and this is me here, and I did like dotting, and I did structures because like I wanted to do environmental problems. Like as you can see, this artist is Pat Perry, and you guys can just pause the video to like see what I've written down my notes. But basically, like Pat Perry does a lot of like decomposing things and nature like taking over. So I really wanted to capture that like essence of structures, in that sense that like, hey, although we have so many like nice structures, in the end, after like global warming or that, will these structures still like exist even though they're so nice, and will actually nature take over? So yeah, this is my first prep board. Yeah. Whee! Whoa! Okay, so this is my second prep board, and yeah, as you can see, it's still a lot of like decomposing structures, and here I focus more on urbanization. That's my topic. Like I have a topic for every prep board. Yeah, so here right, I focus more of like nature taking over, and there's still a lot of like decomposing derelict structures. As you can see, I use photos also to like represent like to show garbage and like comparing in between the structures and garbage, like what's the difference. Nature's going to take over eventually. So yes, a lot of environmental problems. And another artist I love to use is Otomo Katsuhiro. It's really good, a lot of details. And here basically is like a tree taking over a temple, and yeah, you guys like can use photos as long as you don't use too much and it supports like your overall theme. Like I put this here so it stands out. You need to give like visual hierarchy also. So after you get all of this right, the eye comes here and it leads to the next board, which is more on animals taking over. So yeah, on to the next board. Woo! Whoa! Okay, so this is my third board, and it's still about urbanization, but it's this one is more focused on animals. So like this one is under Pat Perry also, the artist, and showing how like animals suffer, and eventually like will animals actually become machines. A lot of animal case studies here, and another Josh Keys reference here. What I recommend you guys to do if you guys are illustrators, because I'm not really a painter. Painters do like half pages and like not so much detail, so I guess that's more difficult for illustrators. Like you have to do a lot of small works, and the small works take up a lot of time because a lot of details. You can do like big pieces like that also, and then just fill it up with small other pieces or some photos, I guess. For my first 3 boards right, first 3 boards are just a lot of research and like substance to add into my prep boards. Actually, it might be my first 4 boards, so yeah. Okay, so here I'm talking about actually like giving option. Can we actually live in harmony with nature, with plants? And here I like illustrated myself in front of the stop sign, traffic light I mean, and saying like stop, don't go into like the reserves to harm the trees. And here I use another artist, James Jean. Yeah, James Jean is another very good artist who infuses like humans and plants together, and yeah, a lot more photos. It's more of like will plants take over humans eventually, or will nature take over humans if we continue treating them this way? So this is my 4th prep board. Yeah. Whoa, okay. This is my 5th prep board, and my 5th prep board is diving more into development already. So like, how can I develop like all these plants and all that into like a final piece? So a lot of Pet Perry references still, and like it's like more of thinking now, how to plan it. Like all those boards before were about research and developing my skills for like pen work, cross hatching, but this one is more of thinking like how I'm gonna like infuse humans and plants together, and different ideas like masks, like for example normal animals, then I drew like plants creeping up on them, and will they like eventually corrupt animals too. And yeah, I drew Totoro here because he's like the plant goddess. Nah, just kidding. But he's like, he lives in a forest, come on guys. So yeah, Totoro is mandatory to be inside here. And here is a lot of my documentation. So my teacher actually made me go out to take photos of like equipment and all that, and yeah, here's me like just focus. Peter's Nina. Anyways, me posing with like equipment and showing like in my final work, like can I actually incorporate like all these equipment or like cars. Yeah, and then like Picasso was my artist reference for here because like the tiling and everything, and like combining structures together, whether I can use this as ideas, as machinery that will like, eventually take over. And another reference, yeah, deconstruction versus construction. And yeah, I was thinking about using like silhouettes then filling it inside, so it shows that like humans are like, you know, in pain because like structures taking over, and yeah, all these. Okay, the next one. So this is my 7th page, and I'm developing on like drawing things inside. You guys can see inside like what's this called? Silhouettes. So for animals like plants and machinery, or plants and fumes from factories. And then Renee Margaret, I got some references from here. So I drew a flower over my face. This is actually one of my the first ideas or compositions I had for my final piece. I got the idea from here. And yeah. Okay, so this is my final piece. And my final piece is just experimenting with different types of actually all the silhouettes are the same, but what to put inside the silhouette. So I have 3 of them here, and you guys can just read what I said. Oh, it's blurred. Okay, here. Yeah, so I was talking about hands and like machinery will win eventually, but it was like quite dark, like quite bleak. Like, oh, machinery is gonna win. Then my teacher was like, nah, change it. And this one was too naturey, so I decided to combine these two, I guess, and to come up with something like that, like decomposing structures. And actually I added in like, for my final work I'm gonna show you guys later, the brain is represented by flora, you know, fauna. And after that I drew like a plant here representing the heart, which is represented by flora. And this was like the background color I used. Yeah, that's about it actually for my prep boards. Behind I just like left a little note for the examiner, like, hey, thanks for looking, give me an A please. Is it focused? Okay, so basically that's my prep boards, and I'll put in like a my final piece here right now. Yeah, so like for my final piece, I just really, you know, those layouts, like those silhouettes I did just now, it's really like that. Then I just like copied structures inside, and then I think I did well for art. Like I got A2 because my prep boards put me up. I did SOVA, so that is like study of visual arts, and that one was a written theory test, and I was like the weakest in class for that, but I still got my A2 somehow. And yeah, I guess because my prep boards put me up. So some tips I have for you guys. First is plan out your boards. So my school is mandatory to do 8 boards. So I planned it out in my sketchbook from last time, and yeah, like all these. I just planned out like what I want to cover in my board. So the next thing is that your board should include your research and your development work. So what do I mean? Like your research can be copy work, you're copying for the skill, and once you obtain the skill from this artist, you start your development. So like merging different artists' works together can be development, or like taking photos and drawing over them can also be considered as development. My third advice is just keep consulting your art teachers because they will know best also. Consult them, and your art teacher, like their advice might be different from mine, but what I recommend is really consult, like throw them your ideas, ask them how it will be, and if you guys need help you can just DM me on Instagram also, and I'll try my best to help you guys because it's a lot of like thinking for your development part. And lastly, my final takeaway for this will be just make sure you enjoy your art process. Like for me, art was my favourite subject in secondary school. I hated everything else. Like, not hated lah, but like I really didn't like. I loved art so much and the people there, and I made a lot of good memories. So enjoy what you do in art and in all your other subjects, and I'm sure you guys will do well. Oh yeah, a lot of people also ask me whether I do like the sit down 3-hour paper and like draw or paint, and I don't, but I can try, I guess, to help whoever needs help for that. But you guys need to tell me like what you do for that, because I only did my prep boards and my final work, which are the 2 compulsory ones in my school. So I try my best to help in that aspect. I hope that you enjoyed like my prep board sharing and the tips I have. I don't really know if you consider it as tips, and yeah, I actually just started another sketchbook. So if you guys are interested in me sharing more of my works or little doodles, or I don't know, going to school, kind of vlogs or whatever, I'll be more than happy to do them for you, and just like DM me questions for art, design, coming to poly, about life, anything else. I'm really fine, but I'm quite busy now, so I don't know whether I'll be able to upload like videos regularly, but I'll try because I really quite enjoy this. It's like quite fun besides drawing. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and till next time, stay in school and study hard. Keep drawing! Woo!